Yo, what it do? It is me. It is that wrestling dude coming here with some special guests for you. Ring Wars Carolina Tag Team Champions, the chosen one, James Lee, the Relentless Warrior, Roman McIntyre, the chosen warriors. Welcome back, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you,
Thank you
thank
for
you,
having
thank
us.
you, thank you, thank you.
Glad
Let's
to be
see.
back.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it, man. Take me to the beginning. Like, let's pretend 20 years from now, 25 years from now, you sitting down on the porch with the grandkids. I want to hear the story of how you guys became tag team champions.
Wow.
Hey, it was a it was a crisp Carolina night, man. Down there in good old Hope Mills. Uh, Snooty and the Beast finally showed up. Finally showed up. Heard we've been running our mouths, and they were made threats and promises to go ahead and shut us up. We
Right.
challenged them to
And this is
a
mind you,
tables match.
this is after months of them ducking us, months of them ducking challenges, months of them not defending their titles. You know.
Right, right, right. Like almost 6 months of them never showing up to RWC and tables match, man. And I take nothing from Snooty and nothing from Aaron, man. They beat the hell out of us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Still feeling some of the match today. I mean, it was brutal. It was brutal. Take nothing away from
It
those
was,
guys. They put
yeah,
up a hell of a
yeah.
fight.
I definitely understand why they were RWC tag team champions. Um, but your chosen warriors did walk out with the new RWC tag team championships. Uh, James Lee saved the match. But I was on the table, man. I was done for. I was finished. And he pulled me off. And S- Snooty's big head went on through it, taking
Yeah,
Aaron with
man.
him.
Was
I
was that
mean,
your first?
we
Go ahead.
we just we had went through so much to that point in the match, and it was crazy, man. It was magical. It was beautiful because despite all the wrongdoing we've done to the fans, they got behind us and they really gave us the energy to push forward and keep on fighting. You know what I'm saying? To the point where Roman's in there getting his ass kicked. I'm on the sidelines. They done already took me out, but the fans is down there like, James, get up, James. You got to get up. And it's like, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. It's like it took every ounce of strength in us to come out of there tag team champions. You know what I'm saying? I saw them sitting on that table, and I was just like, there's only one thing left I can do. Let me grab this man, pull him out of the way, just to save the match. You know what I'm saying? And it worked out in our favor.
Were you surprised that the fans got behind you? Like, was it a gradual them coming around, or was it during that match it kind of everything changed for you guys?
It was during that match, man. Like he said, like they were telling him to get up. They were chanting for me to come back. At the end of the match, man, they were chanting, "You deserve it," um, and it kind of put stuff in perspective. We've been saying this since we won. This right here is our redemption tour. We're trying to right the wrongs that our pride and our egos kind of set us down on the wrong path, but we're attempting to make better choices.
Yeah, and
Was that
it's not gonna happen overnight, man. You know, it's gonna take time. We still got some habits to break. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take some getting used to, but we're trying, and I feel like that's the first and most important step.
when did you guys think it started all clicking for you? Was it after Roman? Was it after you losing your singles title, the Tiger, and then you guys just kind of focused on you two, or
Um, Honestly, man, like, you know, and Tiger was my mentor, Tiger was my trainer. I have nothing but love and respect for Tiger despite what we've been through. Um,
Thank you.
but when I partner with James, people can say that, oh, those guys wasn't getting it done by themselves, so they had to team up. I finally understood. I finally got what Tiger was saying. You take a young talent and you mold them and you help them to become the best version of them. Uh, it just so happens that my accolades outside of RWC might have kind of boosted me up a little bit. And then this guy being the fastest rising rookie in RWC history, you know, he got a little beside himself.
Yeah.
And so once we started practicing and training together, I saw a different road. I saw a road where I could lead him to some gold. I could regain some gold, and we could change the tag team division.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
man. And it was really, for me, it was just after going through everything that I went through, like, sure, I was main eventing. I was going up against the top guys in the business, Tiger, Alex Bryant, G Money. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about heavy hitters. We're not talking about those scrubs off the street. Like, we're talking about some legitimate competition on the roster. So going up against those guys, was it a good club? Yes, absolutely. But at the end of the day, I was still losing. And that still impacted me. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you look at it, just losing and losing, losing. I'm getting there, and I feel like I should be right there grabbing that brass ring, but for some reason it keeps slipping out of my fingers. You know what I'm saying? And then being with Roman throughout that time and seeing what he was going through, and him just taking me aside and like, hey kid, let me show you some things. Let me teach you the way. Let me help you help me. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a partnership. We
yeah,
really helped each other. You know what I'm saying? This is a real tag team. You know what I'm saying? It's not one guy or the other. You know what I'm saying? One guy is leading the charges. We're a unit. You know what I'm saying? We're a team. And I
yeah,
think that's what really helped us in that tag title match, man. Absolutely.
yeah. Because you can tell since you guys started teaming together, you've kind of, as weird as it sounds, you kind of both like found who you are, but as a tag team. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you guys started getting into your groove, started getting to what you're really doing together. Not to shit on what you guys are doing singles, but like seems like you guys are really coming into your own as a tag team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can agree with that. I agree. As a tag team, we are better. But somebody said that two heads are better than one.
But,
So,
hey,
this
like, and all the
this is
great sing
proof.
yeah, all the great singles out there, they kind of mostly start off as a tag team first too, before splitting off and doing bigger and better things. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
And then you look
did
at
you
those
got
guys. We talked about this before on this. I don't mean to cut you off. We talked about this before on this podcast. But a lot of guys, it's that infighting. You know what I'm saying? The egos get into play, and that's why they split
yeah,
off and do their own. But when the Chosen Warriors split off, it won't be because of that. Won't even really be a split off. We'll still be around, still be together.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't see us going to the ring all the time, you know what I'm saying? We're still a team.
How'd you guys get a shot at the tag titles? Was it you won a tournament, number one contenders, or was just you guys were just the baddest team out there? There's no choice but to give you guys a shot.
So we went to Dex. We went to Dex, and it wasn't as nice as this. It was more like you having an issue. Your tag team champions haven't defended the titles in 6 months, according to the rules and the bylaws. You have to strip them of their championship. And then I want to say Dex put us in a match that night and said if we win, we can have a tag team title shot opportunity. And he put some heavy stipulations on. He said that you know the accusation of us cheating. And he said that we weren't allowed to cheat. As you can see, we were victorious in that match, and then we were victorious in our championship opportunity.
Was that the first tables match you guys been in?
I
Yeah,
think that might have been James's first table match.
yeah, that was my first. That was my
Yeah.
first.
How do you
Oh,
prepare for how do you prepare for that? Just I mean, obviously don't get thrown through a table, but is there any kind of special strategy you can go into something like that?
Don't get thrown through the
uh,
table.
I mean, for me, man, it was a lot of mental things. It was a mentality because like this, although it wasn't my first tables match, it was my third no disqualification match. I had
Okay.
that brass knuckles match with Tiger, then a no DQ with Alex Bryant. So for all of those matches, the preparation for me is mentally toughening myself because I know I'm gonna take pain. I'm not gonna create this illusion in my mind like, oh, I'm not gonna get hurt. I'm Superman. No, come on, man. It's professional wrestling and it's no disqualification. Anything goes. Anything could happen. So it's really just getting your mind ready for what your body's about to go through.
Yeah. You guys got a finisher together?
We do. It's called the Midas
Yes,
Touch because
And
you know.
yes, sir. It's
what is that?
So it
the
is saying.
wheelbarrow twist of
Go
fate.
ahead, James.
Yes, wheelbarrow twist of fate. Roman Heat gets him in the wheelbarrow position, lifts him up. I catch him by their head. Twist of fate. We go down together. The Midas touch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And
We
where the
get
name
that
come
Because
shit over
from?
with the
because
match.
everything that we touch turns to gold.
Hey, there it
Come
is.
on, man. It's simple.
It's simple. It is. Yeah, for sure. Now you guys, you mentioned how you're trying to make amends, man, for because I mean, you guys talked a lot of trash, man, over the year. Over the year, it seems like, just so people get an idea. This is you guys after
Oh
you
man.
won, right?
One better than our match.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still got this, dog.
Hey, look, wait, look. Hey, I hold you. Oh, good. My bad. I don't know what I did. My bad. I'm sorry. You didn't do nothing. All right? We just came to give these two some advice for their tag match coming up tonight. All right, so listen, bro.
You my good sir.
You got a lot to make up for. Sorry?
As folks out
Yeah.
there can see, man, they're not trusting you right now. They're not trusting you, man. What's the game plan to get people to turn back around to I guess start believing you guys saw
So
change your ways.
interesting enough, though, right? Like I know you don't have the other footage, but the two guys that we went out there to went back there to talk to, that walked away from us, we actually end up coming out that night to save them from getting destroyed by another tag team. Um, and you would think that when someone stops another team from destroying you, you would be a little more grateful, but I understand, right? They still pushed us away. They didn't really want us there. They were still upset. Um, actions speak louder than words, I guess, though. So we can say it a million times, but we just got to keep showing up, putting in the work, doing what we're doing best.
Yeah. It was honestly a bit of a wake up call too, because it's like we kind of got wrapped up in the fact that the fans got behind us so quickly and so easy, and they forgiven us. It's kind of like, oh, we forgot there's a whole locker room of guys that we've also insulted and done dirty this entire year. So, although the fans forgive us, it doesn't mean the locker room is just going to be so gung ho to forgive us and think we're changed. It's understandable.
If the fans didn't
But,
get behind you if the fans didn't get behind you that night, would there have been a change of heart?
That's a great question.
yeah, yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know.
Man, yeah,
Honestly, I really don't know. I mean, I think that the emotion, like the emotion of it all was like overwhelming for one. Um, I think James went to go and, hug his mom. Um, I almost knocked the barricade over just trying to get to my son. So I think that maybe the change would have come regardless, but I think the emotion is what carried the wave, man.
yeah, I think it happened when it was supposed to happen and the way it was supposed to happen. You know what I mean? It was truly a beautiful moment, for us to come from, to have the stories that we had and just to turn it all around and become champions and to have the city behind us, you know what I'm saying? Have my mom there. It's, it's something that kind of puts everything into perspective, like we touched upon earlier. It's like, even after everything we've done, they cheered us. And that should tell you that what we're doing matters. What we're doing in this ring, what everybody is doing in this business, not just us two, but every single professional wrestler, whether it be on the independent circuit, whether it be WWE, TNA. I mean, this truly matters. This business, this sport is something that is special. It's something that can change hearts and impact people in such a meaningful way. that it can change how they view the world. And that's what happened to us. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
fans rallied behind us. And man, we had no
Also,
choice but to wait for smell the roses.
earlier that day, one of the loyal fans that come to like every show. He's a little kid. Bear, shout out to Bear. Earlier that day, man, he was in a competition and he had to write about something that inspires him and brings him happiness and joy. And he chose RWC. He chose Roman McIntyre. He chose James Lee. He chose Stone Cold Steve Harvey. He chose Alex Bryan. And like I'm a dad, and when a little kid has that much love and faith and belief in you, it kind of changes who you are at your core. So, you
Absolutely.
know,
Absolutely, man.
so shout out to
He's sitting there
Bear
doing this
because
project.
because
Yeah,
he
shout
did
out to
this.
Logan, man. He's doing this project, and they asked him what's his favorite match, and he mentions me and Tiger in the brass knuckles match, and it's like the fact that I have that kind of impact. You can't help but feel that.
Yeah.
It's,
Has
it's
it
life changing.
has it been easy for you, James? Because you've been pretty much a jerk your whole career, it seems like, and then now you kind of like got to be the quote unquote nice guy and like hold your tongue and not
Yeah,
clap back sometimes. And has
I'm
it
gonna
been
be
difficult for
honest,
you?
dude. It's been difficult during this interview. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like it's definitely taking some getting used to. It's kind of put me in a socially awkward kind of position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I got all this charisma and charm and confidence, but then you ask me not to be an asshole, and I'm like, well. You got to give me some time to figure out how to do that, guys. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like I said, nobody changes overnight.
yeah,
This is reality. This is real life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that changes, it takes time. You know,
yeah.
give me some time.
All right, all right. Roman, where does this title reign rank up with all your other reigns? Your Naga win, and then the other championship you had in RWC.
Combat
That's
championship. Yes, sir. Talk about it, brother.
the Elite Combat Championship, the first ever Elite Combat Champion in RWC. But man, this reign is different. This is different because one, it's not about me. I got to watch a rookie, my mentor, my mentoree, win his first ever championship in RWC. Um, I got to watch his family watch him win. You know, my son has never seen me win a championship in RWC. He's always missed those shows or he's come around after, but he got to experience the win with me. Um, and the fans got to see it. So as far as ranking up, this is probably the most memorable one. Um, More so because I got to do it with a guy that I love. I consider to be a brother, a friend, and I just know that his career is going to take off from here, man. I said this before. I'm not in this forever. I'm not in this to do this for a long time. I'm here to make sure that the guy that takes my place absolutely destroys me and can replace me in the history books. And I feel like James Lee is that guy.
Thank you, brother. You
Yeah,
don't,
yeah,
you have no idea what it means to have that kind of support system. Like it makes everything that I'm doing a hell of a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that very much.
no, it tells you
Absolutely,
got
sir.
it can tell you guys got each other's back and got your best interests in heart.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
It's because we clicked way before what you seen on YouTube on the episodes. You know what I'm saying, on the shows. Like, this started way when I first started training. I first come in and we got that chemistry instantly. You know,
Yeah,
so to think that a year later, champions, just the journey that we've been on together, it's beautiful, man. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. Everything happens for a reason,
yeah.
and we
That's
came together
dope.
for a reason.
Yeah. How soon after winning the titles do you get them cleaned?
Immediately.
Dude, I started
Yeah.
getting mine as soon as I got home. Yeah, I
well,
hit Google,
well,
figured out how to do it.
make
I'm like, all right, let me sign it up.
In all honesty, maybe not like immediately because man, my chest was cut up, my back was cut up,
But yeah,
muscles were sore, my head hurt, and they hit me in the face with a wrench and
Oof.
a sheet, a steel
Oof.
cookie sheet. So
yeah,
yeah, maybe not like immediately, but soon
right.
afterwards.
Yeah. They made you earn them titles.
Oh
Absolutely,
yeah,
man. And
hey, I gotta taste my little my medicine that I gave the tiger, throwing them into the wall and the brass knuckles. Yeah,
oh
Studio
yeah,
gave
yeah,
me a
yeah,
receipt for it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got that receipt.
Yeah.
Definitely got thrown into a wall.
yeah, man. Like they are not a team to take lightly. With all due respect, they are not a team to take lightly. They are definitely who they say they are. They are Snooty and the Beast. Uh, I'm a grown man. That man right there is a grown man, and Aaron Biggs snatched us out the air and slammed us both at the same time. So um, that's a big boy.
Yeah, I mean, you got to imagine what that's like as a grown man. You're jumping up and you got a double chokehold, and you're like, "Yeah, he's going down." And then before you know it, you're just flipping in the air. Like, what in the world just happened? He just tossed us like it was nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
they are some strong guys for sure. Absolutely.
I just James, I just saw you did you wrestled 7 matches in one weekend, man. Like
Yeah.
what was that all about? What's wrong with you?
Hey man, I'm just doing my duty as champion, man. When you become a champion, you know, your demand is higher. The people want to see you. You know what I'm saying? Your responsibilities grow. So, it was what was needed of me. So I did my job, man. You know, but we still got a long month to go. It's like, yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
beat, I'm sore, but this is what I asked for. You know what I'm saying? I got into this
Yeah.
business expecting to get my reps in and do these matches. So it's like, it's
I
just part
mean,
of the game.
it's part of fulfilling the promise that we made the next show after winning the titles that we would be the workhorses of the champions. So many champions come, they get their titles. You don't see them on the next show. You may see them on this show. Now we're gonna show up to every show. We're gonna show up ready to fight, ready to defend these titles and be the champions that RWC deserves and that the RWC fans deserve also.
I love that. I love that because you're right. You see a lot of these guys win a championship and then they're gone out of out of the territory, and you don't see them for 3, 4, 5 months. So they come back again.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys got to show up
Absolutely.
May 3rd, Lumberton, North Carolina. Ring Wars Carolina's golden opportunity. The winner gets a shot at the world title.
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh,
Winner, not this year. That's normal.
Okay.
But this year, the winner will be the new RWC heavyweight champion.
Oh, so the winner gets it, and both you guys are in that.
We
yep.
are both in
No,
it.
So
We
so
are
what's
in it.
so
I
what's
know
the
what
game
you
plan going into that?
I mean, come on, man. We're a team.
I
Like your
understand that
brother.
you're a team, but
You
the
gotta,
world title's the world title, though.
Oh, well, I mean, when
Uh,
it comes down to it, the two we will face each other as men, as friends, as brothers. We'll go to war. We'll see who comes out on top. No love lost. More love
right.
found. I'm saying it'll be a hell of a moment. You gotta remember, right? So back when the tournament was first coming about, it was supposed to be me and Roman in the finals. That was what we were going for. Tiger got in the way of that, unfortunately. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We were trying to have that 5-star classic. So that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get
So
that 5-star classic, the prophecy fulfilled.
so even though you had to wait a year to finally see Roman McIntyre versus James Lee, you're gonna get to see that on May 3rd when we toss 28 other men out of the ring and it's just me and him. And like he said, there's no animosity, there's no hatred, no disrespect. It's just gonna be two fighters trying to see who's gonna become the new world heavyweight champion. And if he wins and gets me over the top rope, I'll go over there and grab that heavyweight championship, slide back into the ring and put it around his waist, raise his hand,
Likewise.
you know. Then we'll go out and paint the town red, man.
Yeah,
Champagne for everybody.
there you go.
You
Anybody you
know,
guys worried
either
about in that match?
Um,
anybody worried
honestly,
about?
man, I'm not gonna say worried. Um, healthy respect, healthy respect for Aaron Biggs is in that match. Um, the wrestlers are in that match. R.J.
The junior
Weaver,
heavyweight champion Chase Coleman.
the junior heavyweight champion Chase Coleman is in that match. I mean, some heavy hitters. The one person that I would keep my eye on, and I'm going to keep my eye on, is Alex Bryant.
Yeah, of course.
Man,
Got to.
he's been on a tear since coming back. He's running through opponents left and right,
Yeah.
and
Including
no
us at
matter
times.
yeah, no matter what was said during the feud, like I understand Alex, right? I understand this is mentor, and it wasn't personal between me, him, and James. He was doing what he felt was right, and I gotta respect him for that. But I also respect his grind and his hustle and his loyalty to the business. He's a true competitor. But if he comes in there while I'm in there, I'm gonna toss him out.
Yeah. I got a couple receipts for him. So
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
already
You owe him.
hey, no hard
Yeah,
feelings, but I got a couple
Yeah.
receipts from before I know disqualification.
Yeah.
absolutely.
I saw the pictures of him when he was before he really got serious. And man, between then and now, it's like you can see the dedication that he's put into it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. That dude grinds.
yeah, for
He
sure.
grinds.
Hey,
Do you got
he thing we gave him, the light skinned Superman.
Yeah.
You guys got May 10th, RWC West Side Story in Fayetteville, North Carolina. You guys defending the titles there?
Um, I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. Um, we kind of got like an open challenge thing going right now. We don't really have a number one contender, so if anybody wants to step up, they can. But West Side Story is my story. I'm returning back to the school that I haven't been to in 20 years. The school that started me in my wrestling career, my amateur wrestling career, where I first seen my first Ring Wars Carolina show, um, where I first met Nightstick Eddie Brown. So, this one has a lot of history for me. And, it's to support the girls wrestling team. You know, 20 years later, those are still my teammates. So I'm just showing up to be there to support them. And if somebody steps up, I'm ready to fight. I think James is ready to fight.
Yeah, I'm ready. I stay ready, man. I mean, we're
Yeah,
defending champions. So whoever want to come out and get
yeah,
it, they can get it.
absolutely.
Anybody out there you want to defend them against?
Oh,
Uh,
of
I'm I'm
course.
I'm glad you asked that, man. I'm glad you asked that. Who you got first, James?
Uh, I want the wrestlers.
You want the
Absolutely.
wrestlers,
I want the wrestlers. Those guys are phenomenal. I mean, before Snooty and Aaron, they were the tag champs. And they were
the longest,
a long,
the
yeah,
longest
the
reigning
longest
tag
reigning, if
team
I'm not
champions.
mistaken. Yeah. So, I mean, I'd love to test our merit against those guys for sure.
Yeah. Um, I have a team that I would like to face. It was actually one of your last RWC superstar interviews that you did. Um, I like to try to see how we do with XLG. Um, and I have nothing but respect for Jim and G Money.
Yeah.
G Money, former Wolverine, alumni with me from Westover. Uh, Jim Stone, a man that I had my very first match in RWC with. Uh, so they're tag team champions somewhere,
Right. And they're
and
doing
we're
their thing
tag
over
team and we're tag team champions somewhere. So maybe we should see which tag team champions are the best.
Let's see them titles versus titles.
there.
Titles
Yeah.
versus titles,
Man.
man.
That's a draw. I mean, those guys are great. I've seen them up close and personal with a couple FWE shows. Those guys are phenomenal. I mean, we've been in the ring against G Money in some tag matches. So we know a little bit about, what he can do. I mean, man, it'd be a great match for sure.
Yeah. I wanna wrestle guys like the Soul Brothers or TNT, Painkillers, Quick City Assassins. And it's so many premium talent tag teams out here who don't get the recognition. And that's what this title reign is for me anyway. And I think James feels the same way. You know, we want to be a beacon of opportunity. So we're not asking Dex to appoint number one contenders or hold tournaments. You know, if you show up with your gear and you're ready to see if you can handle it, let's get in there and do it.
Fighting
Absolutely.
champions against anybody. Bring it on.
Yes, sir. You know it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's what we do. I feel like that's the only way to do it.
Let me see you guys then
That's,
bringing the country gentlemen for you guys too, them Kazana boys. You probably gotta put on a classic with those two guys too.
Man,
oh man,
absolutely. That'd
you
be
know
great.
what? No, and absolutely no disrespect by not mentioning the country gentleman, man. That is a phenomenal tag team, NWA, US tag team champions. But I think I can take AJ.
Former RWC heavyweight champ too.
He
Yeah.
is a former RWC heavyweight champion. He is. Never know. He may be a surprise in the Golden Opportunity Rumble.
Oh,
Never
there,
know.
there it is. You never
Absolutely.
know.
Anybody else, James?
Pure temptation.
Pure temptation.
Yes. Yes. I definitely think their chemistry and just their dynamic together. I think all four of us would just play off each other so well in that ring, man. The chemistry would be great. I feel like it'd be a phenomenal match. You know what I'm saying? Very entertaining.
If anything, it'd be four handsome guys.
You know, if anything, ladies will pay their money to see that match.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You guys
And
had go ahead.
by the way, Wizzo, we are still 2,364 and oh.
Yeah, you wonder, you know.
I know G Money was saying you guys were inflating your win record a little bit like Goldberg.
Oh wow, man. Let me ask you a question though, right? I'm not confirming or denying that. What I am asking is, did it get your attention?
Yeah, it sure did.
Did it get other people's attention?
Sure did.
Then the ends justify the means, then, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So you guys had a tables match. Is there any kind of other stipulation matches you guys want to do? I can see you guys in like a bull rope match or a strap match.
Want is a
Man,
strong word. You know what I mean? Look, there's some
yeah.
matches that I'd be willing to do. I think it'd be pretty cool. I don't think I necessarily want to put my body through those, but if it comes to that and it makes sense, for sure, man. I mean, a ladder
And
match
we,
would be dope.
and we
Steel
ain't
cage
ducking no
matches would
smoke
be
though.
dope. Yeah, absolutely. Like we'll
And
definitely
we
do it.
ain't, yeah.
You know,
What was that your man?
I
What was that your man said? He said, they ain't ducking no phase, they run them.
yeah,
Yeah, so I see a long, healthy title run for us, man.
yeah. Who knows? You might see a couple of those extra stipulations in there, especially the way we tend to get under people's skin. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I mean, we can have a Wizzo on a pole match.
Bringing back the Vince Russo days.
Right.
There you go.
What's the most unique venue you guys wrestled in? Like obviously you guys have been outside, probably been on the farm, and anything that stands out that was wild. Like you pull up, you're like, where are we at right now?
Mm, Um, I'm not gonna say that it was one like that. I'm gonna say the one with the most love and respect is Hope Mills, man. And they
Yeah,
come in droves and drones, and like they're deep, man. Like, and
and
they're
they're loud,
they're
and
loud.
passionate. You know what I'm saying?
Um,
Like
And if you're sitting there and you're just like, yo, where did this come from? You know, um, man, like coming through the curtain, they're loud and they're vocal, and they let you know how they feel. And I haven't been disappointed yet showing up to Hope Mills.
Yeah, nah, never. I mean, the first time I performed in that building at the rec center, Hope Mills Rec Center, off Rockfish Road against Tiger, I wasn't even supposed to be competing that night. You know what I'm saying? I was dealing with an injury, but I ended up competing, and man, it was magical. You know, every single time I've wrestled in that building, it's been magical. It's been it literally makes you feel like you're a WWE superstar, man. Like it's larger than life. You know what I'm saying? Having that many people in that building, like over 100, 200 people. I mean, to a guy like me that came from nothing, that's major.
Yeah.
You know, so got a lot of love for that building, a lot of love for the city of Hope Mills.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Most people won't even give anything close like that in their lifetime to experience. So that's amazing, man, to be able to have experienced that more than once.
Right,
Right,
right. Man, like it's so crazy because like people want to take pictures with you. Kids want your autograph. You know, they're asking you when's the next time you guys are coming back? When you're gonna be back? When you're gonna be back? And I want to be VIP. I want to, what's your Instagram? What's your Facebook? Let me follow
right.
you. Like, and I don't know. James probably has realized by now, but like, I'm a very shy person. Like, I'm very closed off. So the most you get out of me is probably in the ring, right? Like, that's the loudest I get. That's as animated as I get. We're in the back. I'm kind of like just in the back, chilled out. Like he's on 10 like all the time.
Yeah. I am, man. I like to keep the energy high. You know what I'm saying?
But
I,
like I'm
I
very
that's in my
reserved,
heart.
so for me, like all the attention is kind of like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my hands in this photo. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
man.
I I feel that for sure.
It's definitely cool. Like you said. I mean, we're doing these shows. Like we did the Dogwood Festival this weekend, and after the shows, we got people calling me by name, like, "Hey, James, hey, that was awesome what you just did. Like we love that. You know, that was great, great show." Shaking my hand is like, you know, I'm be honest. I've been to a wrestling show before I was a wrestler as a fan, and there's guys I watch matches I won't remember names. I remember
Yeah.
some of them, which lets me know that if they're remembering me by name, they're remembering us, the Chosen Warriors, Roman McIntyre and James Lee by name, and they're coming and expressing their gratitude for the show we just put on. I mean, hey, we got to be doing something right.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'll go to a local show and I'll see the same guy 2, 3 shows in a row, and I still have no clue what their name is.
All right. You
You guys
know,
got any plans on going outside of RWC?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We're gonna be taking some trips down to Georgia, some trips down to Florida, South Carolina, probably Maryland. Um, I really wanted, like, I really wanted to get James homed in first, and get that skill level mastered before we started going outside of RWC into other promotions. Because even though he's one half of the tag team champions, he's still a year in.
Yeah.
yeah,
And what I'm saying, like, it's still my job to protect him. And like, we're not always going to be at the same shows. He may get an individual booking or go somewhere else, but I want to make sure that he has enough information and enough knowledge and skill to where no one's taking advantage of him. And he's like a little brother, so I got to protect him.
Absolutely. And he's got to get his reps in of shaking hands and kissing babies. He ain't used to that.
Right, right,
yeah.
right, right.
Oh man, you have no idea, man. You have no idea. I mean, like I said, sometimes we fall back into our old ways. You know, we talk a little smack to the fans, and then you got to remember, hey, hold on, wait a minute. We're trying to
Yeah.
do things the right way. Let's
Yeah.
pull back a little bit, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we're nicer now, but we still gonna talk some smack though.
Yeah. He still got that edge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
All right, before I let y'all go, quick question for you. Let's start you, Roman. I don't know if I asked you this. What's one thing you know now you wish you knew when you first started in the business?
Friends, man, make genuine friends. Learn who those genuine friends are, and don't let business come between your personal relationship.
That's good advice in any walk of life too.
Yeah.
What about you, James?
Um, if I were to go back and give myself some advice, tell myself this is what you need to have in mind throughout this entire process, is that there are going to be plenty of times where things get a little overwhelming. There are going to be plenty of times where you feel like you're in over your head. And in those moments, you got to think back to those other moments, like in Hope Mills, going against Tiger, winning the tag team championship, going up against Alex Bryant. Think about those moments and how I made the fans feel, how I made the people feel, the impact that I had. Remember why I'm doing it in the first place. The why is the most important thing in the world. You can do everything in this world, but if you don't know why you're doing it, what's the point?
Yeah, absolutely,
You know?
I
absolutely.
want I want to say one thing before we get off, Wizzo, to James. Um, and Wizzo, if you had seen the guy that started, the James Lee that started, um, and the past that was he was still carrying with him to the guy that he is now, you would see the complete evolution of James Lee. And I am proud of you, and I'm honored to be your partner in this journey. I just want you to keep growing and keep striving, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. And I'm proud of you, brother. Hey, I know I'm not easy to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But you've been a mentor to me all the way. And you've helped me grow a lot, brother. We're in this together all the way. I appreciate
You are definitely not easy to deal with.
you.
I love that, man. I love the love and respect you guys have for each other, man. Because a lot of people try to put it on, put on that fake face, man. But you can tell, man, you guys really got love and respect for each other.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely, man.
Important. I mean, hey, we can't do the things that we're doing, you know what I'm saying, if that wasn't there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like everything would have been a lot harder. We're not tag team champions if we don't have that genuine bond. Any tag team you have to have a genuine bond. Otherwise it's not gonna work. You're not
for
gonna
sure.
reach
Right,
the level of success that you want to.
right, right. It's kind of like a marriage, man. You know what I'm saying? Like at times it's like, yo, do I really want to do this?
Yeah,
Like, cause I like he says he's not easy to deal with, but I know I have my moments where I'm like, man, I know he's just like, yo, I'm not dealing with this dude today, man. Like
yeah,
he on one today, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, he done lost his care, he don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I get gassed out, man. Like for a while, I was probably I was gassed out. And when like cutting the kayfabe and everything, like when my brother, our big brother G, decided that he needed to step away for a moment and just do his thing, that kind of hurt. And I was like, man, I ain't got my dog with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to roll out too. And it was James. He was like, hey, bro, we got a mission. You know, we got to change the tag division. We got to bring those titles back. And and G was like, hey man, ride, man, do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be back.
yeah,
So that's another, could be another spoiler. He could be in the golden opportunity room. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But most definitely, man. Like
Yeah, man.
I think RWC, the locker room is different than most productions, most companies. I know we're trying to earn back our trust and the guys' faith in us. But it's some people in there, and man, like I really do consider to be family and friends, um, outside of the business. Eddie was my mentor. So I probably taught him a lot of dirty stuff that Eddie taught me. You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah, now he's hanging out with Harry Potter. I see.
hey
Yeah.
man, man, it's the dream, right, man? It's the dream, man. Uh, Tiger's enjoying his retirement. Um, I'm eventually, James, I'm gonna have to get there too, where I'm I'm sitting
Yeah. I
somewhere on the
know.
beach,
I know.
hanging out with my family. But man, like to see these guys move on from the business and really enjoy life and shit up the other dreams, man, like it's inspiring. And like I want to do that eventually. Not
For
quite yet.
sure.
Um,
Yeah, and
but
to piggyback off of that, it's guys like me coming up in this business, it's a new era. It's a new day and age. There's a lot of guys that have been doing this for a long time, no matter what level you're at. A lot of guys that have poured a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this business, and they're getting to that point where it's time to hang it up. And then you got us young, hungry upstarts coming in there, trying to fill those shoes, man. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, for sure.
it's a part of
yeah,
evolution. It's a part of the business, and we're ready to do what we can to try to live up to the expectations that these great wrestlers of years of old have left behind.
yeah, like I'm the old guy in the locker room now.
Where do youth go to, man? Because I just turned 40 this past weekend. I'm like, damn. And I went out and I drank like I was 20 again. Woke up the next day like, what did I do, man?
Man. I think I did that a few weeks ago, man, at the tattoo convention. I was sick the next day. Like,
Yeah. All right, Roman. Where can the people find you at online?
man, I am on our IG, RWC's Relentless Warrior, TikTok, RWC's Relentless Warrior, and on Facebook, Roman McIntyre.
What about you,
Yeah,
James?
On Instagram, you can find me at the Chosen One, James Lee, and you can find me at James Lee on Facebook.
All right. What about those T-shirts? Where can you get? Can you get them online or only at the shows?
Hey, we got some more coming, man. We're gonna have them only at the shows for now, but we're gonna work on getting the website going so people can order some shirts.
All
We're gonna
right.
have different
All right.
man. We
Let me
got
know
we
when it
got
comes.
some merch in the pipeline. Trust me.
All right. Let me know when it come available online. I'm definitely gonna cop one of them shirts and I'll put it out there for everybody can pick one up.
All
absolutely,
right.
man.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you, man. Thank you for coming on, man. Hype for you guys, tag team champs. When you first guys got together, man, I was like, y'all two gonna do some shit, man. I know y'all about to tear it up in the Carolinas as a team, man. I look forward to seeing what y'all about to do.
Absolutely. We appreciate you. Thank you for being a
Yes, sir.
platform for RWC and for us to
Absolutely.
show off these, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Everybody go like and subscribe. Go check them out.
Yo.
Thank you
Peace.
again. Thank you again. Have a good night.
You too, brother.